history just waiting to be seen. Waiting for me.
The Museum of Chinese in America is what we call a dialogic museum. When visitors come here, we really want them to feel that the exhibits and the content is asking questions to the visitor. We find it's imperative that we really layer what we present. So we think about it as a convergence of art, history, and community, which is what makes it a little bit more interesting. I think the assumption is that MOCA is by Chinese for Chinese, and that's absolutely not what the museum is about. In fact, the museum is about by all, for all, and it's a fundamental part of the immigration history of this country. MOCA really is trying to think about the community that it has and its audience in a very broad way. So we do try to segment some of the things that we do. The Year of the Pig, one of our programs, which is very popular, we had to do it twice, was we brought in piglets. So we brought these little pink, cute piglets in. We try to mix it up and really think hard about ways in which we can present content in a way that challenges stereotypes, that makes people think about things a little bit differently, but not in a really heavy-handed, in-your-face way all the time, because we still want to create an objective platform. But a lot of the times the content we present is not readily available in other places. MOCA has such an incredible genesis. They were here in the late 70s, in 1980, and they were walking around Chinatown, and they saw these huge dumpsters on the street of Chinatown. And they noticed that, oh, that restaurant is closing. Oh, look at this. There's this beautiful hand-painted sign that says Chinese hand laundry. And they said, wait, that's so cool. Let's take it out of the dumpster. And they continued to do that for weeks and months. They were putting all this stuff into a basement in Chinatown. And fast forward 39 years, those items are now the foundation of a collection that's 70,000 items. That's a formal assessed and de-assessed collection. The bittersweet thing about also our collection is some of it has been left in front of our door without names associated with them. When you think about people who come into this country undocumented, there's always a fear that they'll be kicked out. So we have received pieces of luggage in front of the museum before opening hours of precious treasures. It's the teacup that your grandmother gave you. It's your wedding dress from 1928. And those things have been left outside of our door. And our collection is just such an incredible mix of stories, you know, through artifacts. MOCA is always open for help. I mean, to be honest, we only have 14 full-time people. We are a nonprofit. So what we really hope for is that internships and docent opportunities and volunteer opportunities give people the opportunity to say, wait, could I do this? Is there space for me to have some of this in my life? And any volunteer that comes in, we will engage you in a way. But also, it's a time for you to know, might there be something that I'm going to gain from the content or the interaction that helps me to develop in a city and in a country that isn't quite at that point where we can be who we really want to be.